So again, welcome to everyone. This is the first time I've ever used WebEx in this way to do a virtual presentation. So if you feel welcome to give me some hints or something on the question and answers down there, if you think it would be helpful. So I'm going to start. This talk has three parts. I'm first going to give a very, very brief introduction to clouds from the, at least the way we look at clouds from the viewpoint of Sector. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the design of Sector, and then I'm going to conclude with some experimental studies comparing Sector to other clouds designed for data-intensive computing, such as Hadoop. There's no standard definition of a cloud, and I'm certainly not going to try to do that here, but I'm just going to think of a cloud as something that provides on-demand resources or services over a network, usually the internet, but with the scale and reliability of a data center. Certainly cloud architectures are not new. What is new is the scale, the ease of use, and the pricing model. So by the scale, the way I'm thinking of a cloud scales to a data center. So this is the viewpoint that my other computer is a data center, and we're interested in services that scale to at least one data centers and perhaps across multiple data centers. The ease of use, we're going to be really focused on clouds as targeted toward data-intensive computing, and certainly with high-performance computing and similar technologies, one's been able to work with large data in the past, but the ease of use that clouds provide, I think, is pretty unprecedented. And finally, an elastic utility pricing model in which, with a credit card, you could pay for 1,000 computers for 1 hour or one computer for 1,000 hours at your convenience is really sort of from how people use clouds is really changing the way they're using clouds. For the purpose of this talk, I'd like to distinguish between two types of clouds. The first type of cloud is sort of the cloud I think almost everyone on the phone is familiar with. This is the Amazon EC2 S3 style of cloud. There's an open source version that provides some functionality similar to that with Eucalyptus, and at 50,000 feet. These types of clouds are really good if you want to rapidly scale out the number of users that you support with a Web 2.0 application. There's another type of cloud that was sort of described pretty articulately, very articulately, in a sort of a series of technical reports from Google that consists of a stack that we're going to look at in this talk, of a file system, sort of a programming infrastructure, and a BigTable infrastructure. There's an open source implementation of that called Hadoop, and there's an open source